Hey, excuse me, guys. Hey, how you guys doing? This is D. Back again. All praises to God. Thank God for today. Thank God that I was able to see today. Today, I want to hit on the, we had the ruling of the officers who killed, I think, Eric Garner, as well as, of course, the Ferguson incident with Michael Brown, and probably many more incidents. I think the young man in Ohio. He had an incident with the police, the little kid who had a toy gun. So I kind of want to make this video. And you say, well, how you qualified? I'm just a young man of God. So you don't have to listen to me, but, God has given me some wisdom, you know what I mean? So I just want to kind of talk about that. I think first I want to say condolences to the family. That's always sad. I don't know how I feel to lose a child, so I can't sit up here and say I know the feeling, but I think we know how it feels to lose a family member. And that's always a tragedy and tough, especially when you didn't see it coming. But what I want to say is, I want to say concerning the law, concerning the law enforcement, guys, we have to black men, because a lot of these involve black brothers or black sisters. We have to, excuse me for my phone going off. We have to obey the law, and that sounds so. Oh man, Uncle Thomas, you might think, but we literally have to obey the law because see, the law is the way we govern. Do we all agree with the laws? No. But if the law says don't run the red light, don't run the red light. Because if you do, it's consequences. In the same way, if an officer say put your hands up or do something, then we must do it. And in the same way, I will say this. Officers, they must comply to the laws too. Abusing someone, someone in handcuffs or taken down by 3 or 4 people, and putting them in a headlock. That to me, that is an abuse of the law. And God sees everything, guys, and God is a righteous judge. So just like God is a righteous judge, our law enforcement and our judges have to be righteous in their approach and in their judgment of what they're doing. I think a lot of the self-hate of police brutality comes from a lot of our community. We're from the inner city, aka the hood, and in the hood is so much hate against the law enforcement because the law enforcement is looked upon as crooked, as evil, as against the black man, dating back probably to the 50s and 60s and even before then, when racism was really relevant in the South. So we have a history of dislike amongst cops. In this young generation, they really took their charge from the hip hop music and the music from the NWA, which in the 90s, early 90s and in the 90s, which said forget the police. So you hear that, and then that translates to the 2000 music, which says forget the police. So now you have a generation who says we hate the police, even if the police haven't done anything to us. We hate the police because we live in a life of crime, and a lot of music we allow music to infiltrate the minds of us guys, and the music that we listen to is not of God, so it's of Satan. So Satan likes to divide and conquer. So Satan wants to divide you from God so that you can fall into sin even more. And a lot of the music, of course, we should know by now, comes from Hollywood, and we all know that Hollywood is wicked and satanic, and they get their orders from Lucifer, or should I say the devil himself. So their agenda is to create animosity toward each other, because what they want to do is increase the prison industrial complex. I went a lot of places in that 1 or 2 minutes, but we all know that the music is evil. We know that TV is manipulated by those who could call themselves Jews. In the TV shows are what? Drama, fighting, cussing. Everything, it's like everything is correlating to each other. Everything is in correlation of each other. So we have to think bigger than the music. We have to think bigger than our environment. We have to think bigger than the hood. Is there some bad cops? Yeah. Do they need to be brought to justice? Yeah. Is it okay to march? Yeah. Is it okay to do nonviolent? Yeah. Is it okay to voice your opinion? Yeah. Is it okay to get upset? Yes. But understand that even if you get upset, why is this happening? Not just is it happening, but why? Why do my fellow brothers hate police officers, even the ones that haven't abused power? Is it the police officer or is it us? Do we comply to the law? Do we obey the law? Or do we break the law? Do we sell dope? Or do we do what they want us to do? See, everybody know the CEI back in I think it was George Bush or was it Reagan presidency infiltrated crack cocaine in the hood. I mean, from ravage Detroit, ravage the city of Chicago. Everybody know that. You know, so they put the dope in the hood, but are we smart enough to rise above what they done, or do we want to fall right into their system? Their system say sell dope, go to jail, get in the prison complex, be against cops because you're doing you living a life of crime. And somebody said if you're not doing anything, you shouldn't be worried about a cop. I agree with that, but I disagree with that. I think if you're a law-abiding citizen, and let's say you get stopped by the police, if you respect the police, 9 out of 10 he's gonna respect you. If you smoking dope, if you give them a reasonable suspicion to look at you, they're gonna say, get out the car, man. You might say that's harassment, but no, you breaking the law. So you can't break the law and expect the officers to be, you know, to be easy when you're breaking the law. The flip side of that is this: you had guys who say, yes, officer, I did right, and the officers might say, put your hands up, you know, and put you in some kind of body slam move or something. That's wrong with the officers. My point is, guys, it is corrupt officers out here, but some of us are not living right. And we breaking laws, and I ain't just talking about no running the red light. I'm talking about moving bricks, moving pounds, you know, smoking kush while we're driving. I mean, guys, I got crack in our pockets. That is against the law, man. And I'm not trying to sound like somebody that's lame, but I'm just telling you from a standpoint of somebody who's on the sideline. Because you know, I've you know, we all been stopped by the police, but I've never had a police visually, not visually, but physically abuse me. You know, and I always respect them. You know, license and registration, here you go, officer. If you write me a ticket, okay. If you don't, thank you, God. But I'm not finna sit here and tell a cop what you doing. I mean, that's stupid. That is stupidity for me to attack an officer, knowing that the officer has more power than me, even if it's power by the badge. So I thank you guys for just listening in, man. That's my little 5 or 10 minutes, man. Rise above what they want. They want us to attack. They want us to ravage each other's hood. They want us to act on the music we listen to, guys. I think we're stronger than dope heads. I think we're stronger than you know, trap boys. I think we're greater than that, man. I think African American men, we're so smart. Should I say true Israelites, because that's what we are, but I'm not going to even get into that. We're so smart, man. I feel like God has gifted us, but just like God has gifted us, Satan and the demons are after the brothers. They after the brothers, man, and we have to be wise, man. We have to be wise, man. I mean, we all know the streets, they in death or jail, and we gotta rise above what the enemy has put out. I love you guys, man. Take care, be blessed. And truly turn your life over to God, man. Truly do it, and it'll help you. The Bible say the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. When you fear God, you don't desire to break laws. That's just true. You don't desire to break